everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a poster view for you all. This is my completed Mandie Manzano kit for the month of August. So I've mentioned this a few times on my channel, but if you're new and if this is your first video, first of all, welcome. Second of all, I unintentionally challenged myself to complete a Mandie Manzano kit each month so far this year. So I had started my rough schedule and it was like April, beginning of May when I realized that I had completed a Mandie every month. And I was like, well, I should just keep this going. I have a bunch of her kits. I love her artwork. Why don't I just try to do one a month? So here it is. I'm filming this beginning of September. And this is my 8th Mandie finish of the year. This is my kit for August. So I've more or less tried to kind of theme or match my kits to whatever the month is or if there's events. So in August, there was a Claws and Paws event. So I decided to work on these two kitties. Now these are the twin Siamese cats from Lady and the Tramp. I can't remember their names. I feel like one of them starts with an A. I can't remember. I should have looked it up. But these are the Siamese cats from that movie. I definitely watched that when I was a kid. So it's, you know, it's always fun to, that's one of my favorite things about Mandie's pieces is a lot of them are just references or ties to something, whether it's pop culture or whatever else. But I love her artwork. So I was happy to finish this one. Now this is a 55 centimeter by 102. I do not have the entire kit on the screen here. I will put up a picture here so you can see the full image completed. It was a lot of fun to work on. I do feel like I complete her kits rather quickly. I will, however, say that the bottom part where it's that red and black like speckle design, ooh, sorry for that. This area right here, this was full of confetti. So that did take me quite a while, but once I started moving up through the kit, I was able to complete it rather quickly. I don't have anything, believe it or not, too bad, I guess, to say. However, I will say that there were a couple of spots that I thought the rendering was a little strange. So there are like a couple of random gray spots here, but they're not on this side. So this is a mirror image. Like you could fold it in half and it would match. Like it's a mirror image to what you see. But a couple of the spots of rendering are just different on each side. So for example, these gray spots here aren't on this side. I'm not quite sure where these come from. There's also this light blue bit on the outline of this one's back, which is kind of strange, and that does not match to this side. That just doesn't exist on this side. There's also some differences in the outlining here around these are the ends of the tails right here. So they're just different on both sides. I'm not quite sure where that comes from. It could be like reflection, I guess. But that's really the only like bad thing, and that's not even a bad thing. It's just differences in rendering. But other than that, I was really happy with the kit. The drills were great. Maybe not great. The drills were pretty good, but they were super sparkly. I was working on this one night and my boyfriend came in and he was like, wow, those are really cool drills. So for him to like point that out, it obviously caught his eye. So that leads me to believe that these were a little bit extra sparkly. I don't think these are the newest round drills. If you're not familiar with Diamond Art Club, maybe about 1.5 years ago now, they started making their own round and square drills. I keep like mispronouncing things. I apologize. They started manufacturing their own round and square drills in-house. And maybe 6 or 8 months ago, they pulled back their rounds and revamped them. So I don't think these are the newest, just based on when I purchased round drills, but these are those newer, like the middle ones. So the first batch that they started manufacturing themselves, which I've had some issues with. I've been kind of candid about not liking the newer round drills. I preferred the old ones. I have yet to try a kit with the newest batch of rounds, but these were, they were fine. The drills were fine, but they were very sparkly. As far as trash, I did not have, there's a random drill there. I didn't have too much in the way of trash. I've got some static. There was definitely some static, which is fine. You know what I just realized? I labeled myself a container for trash, and then I used a completely different container for trash. Okay. It looks like I put one piece of trash in this container, and then I put the rest in something else. Way to go, Laura. So here is the trash. For this size kit, this is nothing. Pretty happy with the drills. Just a lot of holes on the top, which is another trait of those newer rounds. And just some extra pieces, but nothing too awful. I was fine with that. I had plenty of every color to complete this kit. I have plenty of spares. I will be saving these drills. They were fine. But like I had half of one of these large Elizabeth Wards left of 310. I had probably about a fourth of 823 left. I had a good amount of 939 left. So I did have plenty of drills, which is great. Now I did add 2 sparklers to this kit. I added, let's see, Ocean and Caribbean. Let me move these out of the way and I will show you where I added those. So I added both of these to the eyes as well as the fishbowl that's dangling here. So I used the lightest color here. I love this one. This is Caribbean. These are both from DP with Sparklers. And I use that in the lighter parts of the eyes, as well as this lighter area here on the fishbowl. And then same thing with Ocean. There's a couple in each eye, just where the darker spots were, and then kind of on the outside of the fishbowl is where I put those. I just thought that it was a pretty dark color palette otherwise, so I kind of wanted to just bedazzle those 2 areas just a little bit. So those are my special drills. My pen is from Patriotic Team. This is a Cocoon Blank. This is actually my first pen from Stephanie over at Patriotic Team. Highly, highly recommend her shop and her pens. I just love them. And I actually tried one of the new, I'm totally out of frame, sorry about that. I tried one of the new Diamond Art Club steel tips and I like it. It's pretty good. I might pick up a couple more. It was a little different because it's definitely longer, because it kind of has, I don't know, it's longer than other steel tips that I've used in the past, but I did like it. And I did actually like that it was kind of longer and it has this like defined tip, because I felt like I could really get down into the canvas as opposed to like this kind of knob here preventing you from pushing your drills down, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I did like the tip and I love that pen. I used a tray from NYX's Notions. I just needed a gray tray and this is one that I had in my stash. My washi tape for the border, I used this little cat paw one from Amanda Michelle Designs. And this is just a thin MT brand tape. I have a big set of these and I used these for my containers. I do put washi on my containers every time I kit up. It just makes getting the labels off so much easier. My cover minder is this really cute little kitty in a light bulb. I have no idea where I got this. I don't know. The store I thought I got it from, I didn't I went back and checked my Etsy purchases and it was not from that store. So I wholeheartedly do not know where I got this cover minder. If you maybe have this in your stash or you've seen it in a shop, let me know and I will link it, because I have too many minders at this point that I don't remember where I'm getting them from. I've started keeping a more detailed list so that I can share it with you guys, because I know that that's frustrating, but I really don't know where that one's from, so I apologize. And my wax and putty, I use watermelon scent from Randa's Crafty Corner. So this is the putty. Love this. Now I tried it smells so good, the hard and sticky wax from Randa, and I'm gonna be honest, I did not like it. I love Randa's products. I do have a bunch of her other wax formula. I did follow her directions because this did come to me when it was pretty warm out. I did freeze it like she recommends before your first use, and it just didn't, I don't know, it didn't work for me. It's very Vaseline-like. It was very messy. I had a lot of residue left on my drills. So I don't know if it was maybe the consistency changed in shipping just because I got it when it was so hot. I will probably, when it cools down a little bit more, like as we get further into fall, I will probably pick up another one of these hard and sticky waxes just so I can see if that's the issue, because I don't know. But I do love Randa's products. This one just didn't work very well for me. You know, personal preference. You can still love somebody's products and their shop and not maybe love a certain item. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. I'll keep you posted. Maybe I'll reach out to Randa and check with her. But I will probably purchase another one just to try it out and make sure that it's, you know, it wasn't something beyond anyone's control. So that is Siamese Tease from Diamond Art Club and Mandie Manzano. Again, this is a 55 centimeter by 102. It's a round drill. There were 38 colors and just the one charted AB, which was the white. And that kind of highlights the cat's bodies, and it's also in their whiskers. And there's some in the fishbowl. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's post review. If you have any questions about anything that I mentioned, please let me know down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.